beautiful sunset going on behind me. Very appreciative for this life that I can live, and I think gratitude is a great thing many men must have. With all the stuff that we have, we're very privileged. But let's get into the video. This video is going to be for the guys who've been training 2 to 4 years. I'm not talking to the guys on the one end of the spectrum who have never touched a weight in their life and don't know what they're doing, although you can always come back to this video. And I'm also not talking to the guys way over here that are IFBB pros and just fucking psycho freaks. This is for the guys who know that they have more, that know they are capable of more, that want to put on even more muscle, lean muscle tissue, getting leaner, more vascular. This is specifically for the guys who are in the middle right now, in the middle of your journey, who feel stuck, who feel plateaued. So number one, what I want you to focus on is completely drop this victim mindset. Drop the mindset of limited thinking where you think, oh, I'm special, or biology it has exceptions. It doesn't care. And you need to drop this mindset because it's weak and you're never going to get to your goals thinking like this. Just don't believe in such thing as plateaus. And now I know plateaus are a real thing, but if you don't even believe in them, don't give it power. And you know you can always get more out of it. You can always bump up the calories, bump up the training intensity, volume. You can always do something to get to that next level, I promise you. But it starts with believing in yourself and dropping this whole mindset of negative thinking. Now, it's easy to think that you're locked in, and most of us want to say that we are locked in. We want to believe that that's true. However, what does this actually look like? Well, I believe personally, someone has to go through an immense amount of pain and suffering and trauma to actually go to the other side. And equal and opposing forces, physics, there is no light without dark. And so knowing that, you need to suffer. And if you really want to have an amazing physique, that dream physique, you need to do what 99% of men aren't doing to be that 1%. I'm telling you right now. I've been training for around 6 years now, going on 7. And I remember when I think back to when I was just this kid, right? And I made these crazy gains at first by doing fuck all pretty much, because that's how it works. Same, I'm sure you can relate to that. But after, it doesn't get so easy, and you feel really good with all these compliments and all these things. People are telling you look great. You know, you used to be 110 pounds, now you're 170, you're feeling jacked, all this stuff. But then it kind of stops, and that hurts, and it sucks. And so it's easy to fall into this mentality trap of, oh, well, I'm doing everything right that I was doing, but it's just not working anymore. I guess I just filled out my potential. I guess maybe I should hop on the sauce. No. I'm telling you, unless you've been training for at least 10, 15 years consistently and actually like smart and right, you're not going to fill out your natural potential. I promise you that. And so let's say for me, for 6 years, maybe 3 of those years I was actually consistent. Like 3 of them I knew what I was doing. And then I would say maybe a year of actual like knowing what the fuck I'm doing and tracking everything like a psycho. And then maybe 6 months of that, of my whole life, have I been fully just pushing it every single day. And I think that's what you guys need to hear is it's not easy. You have to say no to a lot of things. You have to say no to a lot of people. Oh, you want to hang out? You want to get dinner? Nope, I can't. I got my meal prep. I can't do that. I'm on a structured path to my goal. I have weighed out my food. I can't do that. I'm not partaking in that. And that is really what is something that someone who is determined, it shows masculinity, it shows you are true to who you are and you're committed to your goals, which people will respect you more for. I think the main huge turning point in my whole lifting career was when I was in college. So in college, I realized I wasn't getting taught anything that really applied to me. It didn't really matter. I wasn't following my passion. All these people in college are just, you're surrounding yourself with people who are just drinking and doing bad stuff, and you can easily be susceptible to that. And I think that turned the point for me where I was like, okay, I saved up a couple grand by my own money, and I blew it all. I blew it all on clubs, booze, gas, women, you name it. And I realized I'm fucking broke. I don't look how I want to look. I haven't been eating right. I've been eating shitty dorm food. I've been eating fucking DoorDash shit when I was drunk. It wasn't the life I wanted to live. And so that's kind of why I started this whole thing where I went all in on my business, and I'm fully committed to my passion, which is fitness. And I truly feel fulfilled by helping other people, you guys, get to your physique. I think that's the most beautiful thing in the world, is when you are able to help somebody craft something you can't buy. You can't buy a physique. And that's when I was like, okay, I'm a coach now. I don't partake in any of these things because I'm a coach and I'm committed to my clients. I'm committed to my own business, and I don't have the time to be fucking with all that. I need to be fully committed. I need to get even more meticulous and psycho about this. I need to ramp up the calories. I gotta coach myself, a bodybuilding coach. Now, I'm not saying that I'm a bodybuilding coach, but I got a bodybuilding coach because that is what I want to do. I want to look like a bodybuilder. And this changed my whole life. I learned stuff that I didn't even know, and I started growing like a weed because I started actually committing to who I am. I needed to introspect, analyze, and reflect, and think back to, okay, who am I and what does that look like? And instead of just mindlessly floating around life, I know exactly who I am and what I want. So what I would say to you guys who are watching this is take some inspiration. You don't have to be a fitness coach like me, but you can do what you want to do. And because of that, you respect yourself more. And whatever it is you want to do, you could be, let's just, for the example, let's say you want to be the best freelance real estate agent. Well, what would that look like? It all starts back to the gym, because all of the work and the discipline that you put into the gym to get that one thing, to get a pound of muscle, it applies to business too. It applies to whatever area of life you're in, whatever market, whatever. Alright boys, we might have to cut this YouTube video a little bit short. As you can see, the sun is setting, you can't really see anything. But I just wanted to end this with positive note and say, whatever you think is possible becomes your reality. And no matter how hard it is, with the right information and the right application, I promise you, you will be able to level up, even if you feel stuck. It can apply to other things in fitness. But if you feel like you're stuck with your physique, I promise you, you can always eat more. You can always train harder. You can always sleep longer. There's so many things that you can do to level the fuck up. But I'm gonna say this. It's more about subtraction than addition. It's not about adding all these things, about supplements and what's this, what this workout. Not adding a bunch of shit. It's about subtracting. Subtract the toxic habits that you have. Subtract drinking, subtract drugs, subtract surrounding yourself with bums. That's it. Peace out. Till the next one.